What's going on, people? Welcome to the LV Live show. I'm LV Live. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Once again, I want to thank all the new subscribers for coming by to my channel, man. It is truly, truly appreciated. Great win for them boys, 143 to 120. 23-point win for them boys. 5 starters in double figures. 4 starters scoring over 20 points. This Rover. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. Big win for them boys, 143 to 120. 4 players over 20 points tonight. The captain, Jalen Brunson, 25 points, 11 assists. BQ from BK. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. Big win for them boys, 143 to 120. OG Anunoby was big. 33 big points for him. Bounce back game. Big task. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. Big win for them boys, 143 to 120. Rondo. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live this evening. Big win for them boys, 143 to 120. Mikal Bridges was big, 27 big point, but Josh Hart, 6 triple-double this year. Huge tonight, 20 points, 17 rebounds, I believe he had, and 11 assists. Big game for him. Big game for Josh Hart. Huge game, 18 boards for Josh Hart. Make sure I got the stats correct. 18 boards for him. Josh Hart was exceptional. And also, two guys, hey, listen, let's be happy. Tibbs all together tonight. 9 deep. He went 9 deep tonight. So you got to be happy with that. You got to be happy with the production. Landry Shaman had 9 points tonight. He was great coming off the bench, knocking down a couple of threes in that first half, which was huge. And I thought that this game was over at the beginning. Beginning of the tip, the Knicks just had it. You could tell that those couple of days off, they were really, really, really much needed. And they look like a fresher team, a more active team. And those 3 days off were just amazing for this team. Amazing. Vibes, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. Big win for the boys, 143 to 120. OG Anunoby, 33 big points. Eric Green, man, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. Big win for the boys, 143 to 120. Great win tonight. Great win. And listen, man, look, the Kings are a solid team. They are, right? Especially after, losing, of course, or shall I say firing Mike Brown. We'll say that. They kind of tarmacked him to where they fired him like on a plane. It was something crazy with how they did him. But, Doug Christie taking over the helm there. And so they've been pretty good. They've won 11 out of 13. So they've been playing extremely well. So, we can't take them lightly. And I think the Knicks did that in the beginning. Now, that second quarter was a little shaky, right? They won that second quarter. I believe it was 42 to 29 that they won that second quarter. 42 to 34. They won that second quarter. But then after that, the Knicks blew their doors off in that second half, winning that second half by 18 points. Who was big, who I thought in that second half, was Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges was huge. He had 27 big points for him. I thought that he was great. OG Anunoby pretty much got the party started. But I thought all in all, man, I thought the stars came to play. Of course, we're going to talk about Towns in a second, which, I think there is still some issues with his thumb. But I thought all in all, the team played great. What can you say about Josh Hart, man? I mean, we know about OG Anunoby. We know about Mikal Bridges. We know about, of course, the captain, Jalen Brunson, right? But we really have to take a look at what Josh Hart is doing this year. 6 triple-doubles. He's 2 away from catching Clyde's record for the most triple-doubles, during the next season. So we got to pay attention to that. Just all in all, what he's doing, man. I mean, he's just been exceptional from the beginning. And the beauty with him is that he doesn't need the ball to make an impact, even though, of course, he does a lot of times. But if he needs it and he wants to go get it, he does. He gets the rebound. He grabs it, he pushes it up court, makes the right pass, and he's always making the right basketball decision. Now, Josh Hart can be emotional at times. He gets text sometimes, right? That can be frustrating. Or sometimes he might make a crazy pass or whatever, but you can live and die with that because of the energy that he brings and just the fight that he brings, right? The hunger in his belly, right? Just Knicks, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. Big win for them boys, 143 to 120. The captain, Jalen Brunson, 25 points, 11 assists. So all in all, to me, man, I think he's the MVP of this game. Now, of course, we want to give it to OG Anunoby because I thought offensively they couldn't do nothing with him. But he's the MVP of this game, man. He did everything. He did everything. Then also, too, you saw him out there playing with a busted lip. You know what I mean? That's New York City, man. You know what I mean? He's not going to sit back and let that stop him from going hard in the paint in all aspects. And you got to love that with him. And that shows the fight. I love that scene. I love that shot they showed. He had a busted lip. He had to wipe it down with his shirt. That's how it is when you get down in that Baja, man. It gets crazy down there. It gets crazy. Dudes getting slapped. Dudes getting elbowed. If anybody play hoops, we've all been elbowed in our mouth a couple of times. That happens. But you got to play through it. You got to fight through it. And that's what I love about him, man. I love that about him. And the beauty with him, too, is that he can score, but he doesn't need to score to be effective. Because there was one point in this game, he had a triple-double, but he only had 11 points. Right? So he's not looking to score. He's looking to just make an impact on the game, whatever that may be. And that's the beauty of Josh Hart, because he plays the game the way you should. He plays it hard, no matter what, from beginning to end. He does everything that you need to do to win the game, period. That's all he wants to do is win. So if you need a rebound, let's do it. You need an assist, let's do it. Oh, you need a timely three-point shot? Let's do it. You need a steal? Let's do it. You need to make a quick rotation defensively? I'm going to do that too, right? So he just does it all. And with no, what's the word I'm looking for? But I'll just say this, with no complaints behind that. He doesn't care. He understands his role. He understands what he's there to do. And that's it. He's not looking to have like 20, 30 points tonight. See, some dudes, they want to get their shots up. He don't care. His shots come with the flow of the game. You never see him trying to just go nut and chuck up like 4 or 5 threes. That ain't his ball game at all. He's taking it to the rack, getting N1s, and that's what he does. And that's the beauty of his game, man. And, I just, for me, I feel like he's the MVP tonight. And I think that he's showing more and more each game. Could he be possibly the most important player that we have? Is he more important than Brunson? Is he more important than Towns? Now, a lot of people are going to say, no, LV, you bugging out. He's up there. He's up there. The conversation, he's up there in that conversation. To me, he is. And the reason why I say that is because imagine this team without Josh Hart. Imagine this team without Josh Hart. Imagine what we look like as a team. Would we still be good? Yeah. But I don't think we would be 30-16. Out of 46 games, I don't think we'd be 30-16. I don't think so. You need those glue guys. Those glue guys are what makes championship teams go. Look at Drew Holiday. Right? Look at a guy like Draymond Green. Look at a guy like Caldwell Pope, right, when he was with the Lakers and, of course, with Denver. Right? Look at a guy like Robert Horry. Look at all these guys, these glue guys that just know how to win. Gravity, man, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with the LV Live tonight. Big win for them boys, 143-120. Josh Hart, triple-double, 20, 18, and 11. So look at all those glue guys, man. All those glue guys. All those guys that are kind of like unsung heroes, but are extremely, extremely important to winning basketball. That's what he is. That's what he is for us. Would the Celtics be what they are if they didn't get Drew Holiday? No way, man. No way. I don't even think they win a championship without Drew Holiday. He was the piece. He was the piece. And remember, he was the piece over there in Milwaukee when they won a championship with the Greek Freak. So he's the piece, man. So those guys are so valuable, man. Would the Warriors have won without Draymond Green? And I feel like that's who Josh Hart is for us. And I think that's we got to continue to feed him. We got to continue to kind of lean on him because we're going to need him, man, in big, big game moments. I'm talking about winning basketball time, getting loose balls, blocking shots, all those type of things. He had 3 blocks tonight, getting steals, getting loose balls, knocking down timely shots. Right? And sometimes people forget about him and you see him open, he knocks down a 3. He'll get like 1 or 2 threes in a game. Sometimes he'll knock down 1 3. But he always makes the right basketball play, man. Take a look at the stats right here, guys. Look, they shot pretty well from the field today, but defensively, they're atrocious because they have no big. They have no size. When Sabonis sits down, they have nobody. Oh, guys, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. Big win for them boys, 143-120. The captain, Jalen Brunson, 25 points, 11 assists. So they shot 48% from the field. We shot 49%. They shot 14 for 36 from three. We shot 17 for 36 from three. But look, to me, this is where we won the ball game. Look at the free throws. They were 14 for 16. We were 22 for 23, guys. We almost were 100% from the free throw line. And then also, too, this is another game where we're over 30 assists. We have 40 assists tonight to their 33. We are currently right now 17-1 when we go over 30 assists during the season, man. So that's awesome to see. Right? Look at the rebounding. Look at the rebounds, guys. Look how we destroyed them on the glass. Board man wins games, right? I've said that before. 53 rebounds to their 38. And look at our second chance points, guys. We doubled them up in that aspect. 25 to 12. You gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. I thought we came ready to play tonight. I thought we came ready to play. And I think that, after having 3 days off, this is how you should look. This is how you should look against a team like this, especially it's a home game. On a Saturday night, you've had more than enough time to rest your legs. And I thought that's exactly what they did tonight. They looked extremely, extremely rested, and they got after it. And I thought, at one point we were up by 19 in the first half. I said, okay, the Knicks are going to blow these boys' doors off. And I just thought that we looked extremely, extremely good and extremely, extremely ready to go, man. Hey, guys, what do you think about that bench unit, man? Tibbs going 90, man. You think he's not listening to people? You think he's not listening to what guys are saying? He's listening, man. He's listening. Trust me. Or if he's not listening, there's someone in front office that's listening. These guys are listening to what we're saying. They're listening to everything that we're saying. We're listening to the fans complaining about, the minute stuff. Trust me, these guys know, man. Trust me, these guys know. These guys aren't oblivious. You gotta understand, Precious played 18 minutes tonight. Campaign played 10 minutes. Deuce played 17. Landry Shamet played 13 minutes tonight. Though Precious was solid tonight. Precious was a plus 27. 4 points, 5 rebounds, 2 steals, 1 block. I thought Precious was active tonight. I thought he was great. I thought Campaign also had solid minutes too. He had 3 points. He had 3 assists. I thought Deuce just trying to get his shot together, but I thought he was also solid. 4 points. But Landry Shamet coming off the bench, man. 9 points, 3 for 5 from 3, man. I thought that was huge tonight. Huge for a confidence boost for him. But look at the minutes with these guys. 18 minutes from Precious, 10 minutes from Payne, 17 minutes from Deuce, 13 minutes from Shamet. And look at the starters. Mikal Bridges only played 35 minutes. OG Anunoby only played 35. The Big Cat only played 29 minutes. Josh Hart played 40. I think that's just the way it was going. And the captain played 36 minutes. To me, that's beautiful. Beautiful rotation, man. Beautiful rotation. Listen, trust me, he hears what people are saying. Trust me, he does, man. He's not sitting back and just he hears it. He hears it, or someone's whispering something to him and telling him about it. And so I thought this is big, man, because you're giving guys confidence. You're giving guys confidence. You got to do that with these guys. You got to do that. I love the fact that he's playing Campaign more. I love the fact that he's leaning more Precious more. I love the fact that he's leaning on Shamet. We know Deuce is going to get his minutes, but I'm just saying I love the fact that he's leaning on Shamet. David Smith, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live tonight. Big win for them boys, 143 to 120. OG Anunoby, 33 points, 4 assists. David Smith said, see, when Knicks play unselfish and have ball movement, at least 30 assists, they win. With this high-power offense, no need to worry about their defense. Agreed, sir. Agreed. Like I mentioned earlier, they are 17-1 when they have over 30 assists. So you are absolutely right, sir. We got to continue to kind of move the ball. We got to continue to be a team effort here. And I think that tonight we showed that. The ball movement looked fabulous tonight. Fabulous. And I thought that, once again, it sounds like a broken record, but I have to stress to it that those 3 days off were huge. Huge. Because you saw a more vibrant team, more beat. And that's what I thought, right? David Smith says it again. He says, see, when Tibbs uses the bench, then good things happen. Agreed, man. Agreed. But this is what everybody's been saying. They've been saying just throw guys in there to see what they can do. Everyone has been saying that. So this is, to me, it's very easy to figure out, but, it's Tibbs. Let's listen to Josh Hart, man. Let's listen to what Josh Hart has to say after the game, his triple-double.
Off makes. How much did you guys feel that to start this game?
Yeah, man. Tibbs gave us a couple days off.
Good game, buddy. Good game.
Yeah, he gave us a couple days off. so we had energy. The minute police can relax for a little bit. But yeah, we just had a lot of energy to start the game and just carried that throughout.
You yourself had a triple-double. You've got 6 on the season now, 12 in your Knicks career, actually in your NBA career. Which part of what you did today, the 20 points, the 18 rebounds, or 11 assists, was most meaningful to you?
I'll probably the assist. Like I said, my job is to be a servant to these guys. I'm out there making sure they're happy, making sure that they get the ball when they're open and positioned to score. So probably that one, and that's something I got to make sure I continue to do.
Well, on your team, you have 2 guys that were named all-star starters. One of them you were just dealing with, Jalen Brunson. The other one, Karl Anthony Towns. For everything you bring to this team, Tom Thibodeau said you're a star in what you do. Do you feel like what you do gets the recognition it deserves?
I really don't care if it does. At the end of the day, it's all about winning for me. I'm hoping, God willing, I got 5 more years playing this game, man. So my clock's ticking. I just want to win. That's it.
Thank you, Josh. Again, triple-double, and he has 6 on the season.
There you go from Josh Hart, man. There you go from Josh Hart. Did you hear what he said at the end, man? He's got maybe 5 more years left to play in this game, man. He knows what time it is, man. You got to understand, what is he, 29? I think maybe 30. Gideon, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live tonight. Big win for them boys. 143 to 120. Josh Hart, triple-double tonight. 20 points, 18 boards, 11 assists. Did you hear what he said tonight? It's big, man. This guy knows. He knows this. All he wants to do is win. So it doesn't matter. Whatever you need him to do, he will do. He will do. That's it. And that's the type of guys you want on this team, man. You don't want a whole bunch of egos. You know who the top dogs are. But in a sense, based on what he does, he's considered to me a top dog also. But he's not there to be shooting the ball every time. He's not. Like he said, the assists matter more because he wants to get it into the playmaker's hands. And whatever he needs to do that, that's what he's going to do, man. You see, man, what these guys are chasing, man. These guys aren't chasing accolades. These guys are chasing rings, man. They're chasing chips. That's what they want. Well said by Josh Hart. Well said by Josh Hart. And, he's a selfless guy, man. He's a selfless guy. The things he does do not go in the stat sheet. They just don't. They just don't. 808 Empire State, man. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. Long time no see, sir. Hope all is well. Big win for them boys, 143 to 120. The captain, 25 points, 11 assists. So, guys, really quick, right? Excuse me. What do you think about Towns, man? He didn't look like himself tonight, did he? I think that finger's bothering him, man. Listen, you heard it here first on the LV Live show, man. I said, yo, man, if it's really that bad, they should sit him down, let him get it fixed. And we'll just hold down the fort until he comes back. But we need him at his best. He can't be out there. He's not even shooting threes. I think he was 0 for 1 tonight, or 0 for 2 from 3 tonight. He's just driving. He's not even, the superpower of him is he's a pop-out pig. He can knock down that 3. So he's hard to guard. But if he's not confident in shooting it because of his thumb, they're going to have to go get that fixed, man. Because he didn't look like himself. And I thought that when Tibbs took him out and put Precious back in, we started taking over, right? We started kind of winning the game. I thought Precious was phenomenal tonight defensively. Blocking shots, the way he's rotating. He's just a beautiful piece. I think the Knicks should keep him and extend him this summer. I think we should extend him, give him a deal that's like very similar to maybe like Deuce or something like that. 3 years. I think, what is Deuce getting? 3 years, 15 million, something like that. Give Precious something like that, man. Because as you see in this league right now, it's hard to find role players like that. It's really hard. Those guys are really expensive. People don't want to give them up because of the aprons and all this other stuff, CBA stuff. So a guy like him is very, very valuable for a team that's contending. But what he does, he's able to do, he's able to switch on bigs. Perfect example, he was able to go out, guard Sabonis, then he could pop out and he can guard DeRozan. Right? Then he was out there to guard. What was the other kid? It was Keegan Murray. Then I seen him pop out on De'Aaron Fox. That's hard to do for these guys, man. Big guys like that. So, I thought he was phenomenal tonight. But once again, I thought he played more because I don't think Towns had it tonight. I don't think he had it because he was out of shape or nothing. Or he's tired. I think he didn't have it because I think that finger's really bothering him, man. I think it really, really hits, and it's hindering his game. I think the Knicks should really, truly considering getting that thumb fixed and holding down the fort. We did it last year when OG Anunoby went down. Hold down the fort until he comes back. Do not let him play through that because he just doesn't look the same, man. He just doesn't. Mitch is right around the corner. If you want, you start Sims. Bring Mitch in off the bench. We can kind of do a kind of like a rotation of Sims, Precious, Mitch, maybe Nakaporte, whatever. I don't care. But what I'm saying is, the offense is going to change a bit. It is, but you're gonna have to sit him, man. And then, guys, who went berserk when he put Towns back in with 5 minutes left and we were up by 21? I was like, Tibbs, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? The guy's already got a bad thumb. You didn't play him the whole second half. Precious came in the second quarter. We didn't see Towns since. Why would you put him back in with 5 minutes left in the game? I don't care what the player wants. You got to protect him against himself. I was like, yo, Tibbs, man. And even Clyde, Clyde was even saying, Clyde was like, yo, man, listen. This is what people talk about with Tibbs. You're up by 20. Why you still got your starters out there? For what? This guy's got a bad thumb. Why would you put him back in a game? He was out there while Sabonis and the whole crew was on the bench. What'd you put him out there for? Excuse me. What'd you put him out there for? And then he went to go make a layup and he fell. I said, yo, Tibbs, you're playing with fire here, man. You're playing with fire. I just didn't understand. I just didn't understand. Now, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through, rocking with LV Live tonight. Big win for them boys, 143-120. OG Anunoby, 33 points, 4 assists. Big Tacit campaign saved Towns by committing. Yeah, he on purpose he did that. To bring in Sims because he was saying, like, yo, get him out the game, Tibbs. I'm sure everyone was saying that, man. I don't know why he didn't come out the game right away. Why'd you send him back out there? That's how I know, like, Tibbs. It's kind of like that clip I played for you guys, right? Where Jeff Teague was like, yo, Tibbs don't really be coaching you, man. He just lets you go out and do whatever. He just say, down, up, down. Come on, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it makes sense. And then what is this? He does that every single time some team goes on a run. I'm like, yo, Tibbs, what are you doing, man? Are you coaching these guys or do you understand what I'm saying? Like, see, it's stuff like that. It's stuff like that that make people really start to question this guy. You know what I mean? Just certain things, man. It just doesn't make any sense at all. And this is why people complain. This is why people complain. They have every valid reason to do so because there was no reason for Towns to be out there. None. And I really feel that the way he's looking right now, man, I think it's time that, you might have to sit him. Namir said Cat needs rest whenever possible. Listen, Namir, I think it's more than that, man. I think he's got to take care of that thumb. I think they're going to have to go in there and clean some things up. Hey, Coach, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through, rocking with LV Live tonight. Big win from the boys, 143-120. Mikal Bridges, 27 big points. So I don't know, man. I don't know what the thing with Cat, man, with his finger, man. I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't play around with it though. I wouldn't. I would talk to the doctor and I would say, look, if you go in and you clean it up right now, how long is he gonna be out? If they say like 4 to 6, I'd be like, all right, let's do it. Because around that time we should be getting Mitch. And the All-Star break is right around the corner. So I'll say, all right, let's do it. Because I'm ready. I want him ready for April and May. But I don't want him just a shell of himself in April and May. If it's 2 to 4 weeks, then I'm saying let's get them back in there. But most of the time with stuff like that, when they got to go and they got to open you up, it's like 4 to 6. You know what I'm saying? Like a month and a half. So my thing is, if it's just a thumb, if it's just something where they kind of say, all right, cool, we just got to kind of wait for it to heal. We can kind of fix the bone a bit or whatever, or the ligament, but he's got to kind of be out, no basketball stuff for 4 to 6 weeks. All right, cool. Let's do it because we're going to need him in April and May, man. Gravity says, I feel like Tibbs saying the game will tell you what to do. He relies on too much of that instead of telling them what to do. Yo, agreed, man. You know, it doesn't, sometimes it's like he becomes a fan sometimes. Like even when they went on that run, right? When they went on that run in the second quarter, I said, Tibbs, you got to call timeout. They went from 19 points, then being down 9. I said, Tibbs, you got to call timeout, man. You got to settle these guys down and have them call a timeout. Monk is going berserk right now. You got to settle things down so we can run the offense. He's just sitting there, just. I think he gets caught up in the game too. Listen. Once again, I'm not saying I'm not killing the guy, but I'm just saying these are things that he's got to get better with. Let's listen to Tibbs, man. Let's listen to Tibbs and see what he had to say about tonight's game.
Focus is so, each game's different. Just be ready, understand what goes into it. So it's a good test, obviously. The togetherness was good. We started, our defense was really good in the first quarter. Rebounding was good. Sharing the ball was good. A number of guys, OG had a monster game for us. Great defense, running the floor, easy baskets, shooting the ball, great. Josh was terrific. Jalen, great. And I think that, our bench gave us a huge lift. Even the guys that didn't, shoot well, they're playing very well as a group, and that's important for us.
You talked before the game about Josh giving you what he gives you every night. It just seemed like today, every time they got close, came up with a big offensive rebound or a bucket. Yeah,
just a number, and not only the rebound, it's just whatever the game, the hustle, the heart, the toughness, and then getting into the gaps and then making plays. So he's a terrific playmaker, particularly when you're trying to get the ball out of Jalen's hands, and then he just reads the floor well, and he reads the game. He doesn't fight the game. So if someone's open, they get the ball. It's real simple. And when you play like that, good things come from it. So we feel like he's a secondary ball handler. We can initiate offense with him. We could bring it to him on the backside. Cat's rebounding was huge for us, but I think Precious's defense was a huge factor in the game.
I was going to ask you about Precious, especially in that second stint in the second half. Obviously, you can do different things with him defensively as opposed to Cat. What did you like most about what he was able to do in terms of his activity?
Well, his quickness, is different, and it gives you and he actually he guarded DeMar on some possessions and did a really good job on him. But you can put him on, in the pick and roll. He can do two things at once. He can be up on the ball and still get back to his man. So, and then he had a big block. He reacts quick to the ball, and I think that was important. And they were small at times, so it allowed us to do a little more switching too.
Is the best version of this team's offense when all five guys are able to have?
Yeah, well, just trust the game. I thought we had a good mix of, we were trying to play fast to beat the zone down the floor. Then we got into the gaps. Then they were double teaming, and we got to the second pass. Just read the game. The game tells you what to do. But I think for us, when we get stops and we can get into the open floor, it's a big advantage for us.
Coach, what do you try to do when you that 10-minute break in the fourth quarter to try to get the team focused and to stay warm out there?
Well, they asked us if we wanted to warm up, and the players felt like they were ready to go. So, but that's an NBA game. So sometimes you stay focused. That's and we always say you have to play for 48 minutes. You're not going to win a game early. You got to play every minute of the game. You got to fight to win every possession. So nothing changes. Just stay focused.
To your knowledge, were they looking at the height of the rim or if it was crooked?
Yeah, I think it was more it looked like there may have been a dunk or something that knocked it off a little bit, and it seemed like it was down a little. But when they hung on it a little bit and it looked like it snapped back, then it looked like it was fine. So that stuff happens. You just deal with it.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right, that was Tibbs. As my man Gravity said, the game will tell you what to do. Well, look, he was right in one aspect today. I thought that when he used that to explain Josh Hart, I thought that's very key to what it is that Josh Hart does. He doesn't try to overdo what he's capable of doing. He doesn't try to do too much. He knows his skill set. He knows his superpower. So you don't see him out there trying to drop 30. No, he doesn't do that. For what? And if you guys go back, I don't know if you guys have, but I mean, I do it from time to time. Like you go back and you watch like Josh Hart's old high school highlights. Yo, he plays the same way, man. He plays the same way he played in college, high school. He plays the same way he played at Villanova. He plays the same way he plays in the league. He doesn't do anything out the norm, right? Like nothing like that. Like he does exactly what his superpower is, and that's the beauty of Josh Hart. He doesn't try to be this player. He knows what his superpower is, and he does it. And his game is translated from high school, where he was a top-ranking recruit coming out, to college, where he was player of the year, to the NBA, to where now he's a key cog to a contender, right? So, but his game has been the same. It's never changed. And that's the beauty of Josh Hart. That's the beauty of him. And I just thought that, he was huge tonight. Huge. Thought OG played well. Thought OG was the key to kind of get us started. Thought Bridges took over the second half, and Brunson was Brunson. But I thought Josh Hart was steady from beginning to end. All right, man, we'll go in here and I'm just getting the chat, man. See everybody's talking about David Smith. Says, anyone hear a rumor about Mitch, Deuce, Sims for Clint Capella? I would like Capella. We need a reliable backup for Cat off the bench. David Smith, I don't know about Clint Capella. How old is Clint Capella, man? In order to give up Deuce. How old is Deuce? Deuce is like 24 years old, man. Isn't Clint Capella old? Like he's like 30-something years old, man. Mitch is 27, 28. How old is Clint Capella? Everybody in chat, find out for me. How old is Clint Capella? I think he's like in his 30s, man. He's on his way out. He's not even starting out there for them boys. So you would give up 2 major pieces for Clint Capella? I wouldn't do that. There's no way I would do that. No way. No way, no way. To me, you would probably possibly get the same production from a guy like Akaporte, what Clint Capella gives. And I like Clint Capella, I do, but he's not even starting for his team. If I'm correct, isn't Okongwu starting? Okongwu starting, right? He's starting over Clint Capella. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that at all. I wouldn't do that at all. David Smith said Mitch doesn't play, always hurt. Deuce is redundant. Yeah, man, I know, but the thing with Deuce is that he's still a young player. He's a great contract. And we still got to see what Mitch is coming back. I think Mitch is a better player than Clint Capella when he's healthy, right? And I agree with that, what you said. He doesn't play, right? So I agree with that. But I don't know if I give up Clint Capella. And I mean, I don't know if I give up Mitch and Deuce for Clint Capella. I don't know if I do that. Now, if you want to do Clint Capella and Mitch straight up, all right, that's something we can possibly look at because of Mitch's durability. But as you know, no one's gonna take that contract, man. No one's gonna take that. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing with Mitch, because what is Mitch getting? About $14 million this year? He's getting like $14 million, man. So I don't know if anybody touches that contract. I don't think anybody touches that contract. So that's the biggest thing with Mitch. That's the biggest issue. Because what is Mitch getting? About $14 million? He's getting like $14 million, man. So I don't know if anybody. I don't know if anybody touches that contract, man. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So that's the biggest thing with, with that. You know what I'm saying? So we got to kind of see what that looks like. You know what I mean? Because I'm sitting here brainstorming as I'm thinking about it. I mean, it's a good point. I mean, Mitch is always hurt, but it's a lot to give up, man, for a young big man and an old guy. Nammer said he's 30. How old is Mitch? 28. Deuce is 24, I believe. It's a lot of youth you're giving up, man, for a guy that's 30 years old that may have another year or two left in the league. Once again, how high of a level is Clint Capella going to play? I don't think we're ready to win a championship this year anyway. So would you be willing to give up Mitch and Deuce for him? When you could possibly use Mitch and Deuce to maybe get someone that's really, really going to play for you guys for a couple of years? Just, it's just my opinion. I'm just saying. David Smith said our title window is 3 years, though. You think it's 3 years? I think it's a little longer than that. I would say 5. I think we got a window of 5. I think Clint Capella's got another 1 or 2 years left, David Smith. I like, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. I think we got a longer window because Brunson's only 28. Josh, I believe, is 29. How old is Big Cat? Big Cat's 29. Right? How old is Bridges? Bridges, I think, is 27. OG Anunoby, I think, is 27, 28. All these guys are in their prime. So I would say we got a good 5 years with these dudes. Yeah, just Knicks at 5-year window. That's why I said the same thing. I think we got a 5-year window with these guys. So what's Clint Capella going to really give you? 1 or 2? You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand why you're saying that, David Smith. Like, I understand why you're saying that. My thing is that for Deuce and Mitch, who are like solid contributors, right? If you're going to really send them off, you want to get somebody better than Clint Capella, right? And younger too. Just Knicks. I need a conference finals next 2 seasons. Agreed. I think so too. But I think we will. I don't think it's going to be like a foregone conclusion. I don't think it's like something that's not going to happen. I think it's definitely going to happen. I truly do. I think this is, you got to understand, right? These teams, and I've said it before, these teams that are winning, these teams that are really, really good, like Cleveland and, of course, Boston and a lot of these other teams, Denver, right? They've been together a couple of years, man. So they're able to lean into that experience, things that they've been through in big moments. So they know what to do. They know where to go, where the ball has to go, what play we're running in order to make the big time shot to win the game, right? And defensively, they know how to lock in because they've been here before. We haven't been there yet. We're still trying to figure it out as we go. And so I think that give us that time, give us that. So that's why, hence, just next to your point, like I stated, it's 5 years. You're going to need that 5-year window because remember, it took Boston 7. But also, too, those guys were young. They were 21, 22, 23, playing in big, big, big games. Brunson and these guys, Josh Hart, him, Deuce, Mitch, right? These guys have played, even Cat when he was in Minnesota. They played in big games, man, already. So now they got to figure that out, what that is coming together. Even, Mikal Bridges back when he was with the Suns, they made it to the finals, right? So these guys have played in big moments. And, of course, going back to college, right? So now you have to bring all those things together as a team to where we build that camaraderie. So when it comes to big moments, we know what to do in those moments. Because experience you can't equate for, man. Like those that's like huge. Because those guys know how to win in those moments. That's big. That's big time, man. You can't dismiss that. And I think that's the edge that they have What's going on, people? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Please give a thumbs up. Let me know. Look at this Grover. Yo, can you guys hear? What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through, rocking with LV Live tonight. Tough Lawson Boys 143, 120. Elaine Klein, what's going on, man? Yeah, we getting there. I apologize, man. It's technical difficulties, man. Once again, I apologize. Man, to people. Apologize. This Grover, what's going on, man? I mean, Wiz BK LA, man. Salute LV. It's one of my favorite wins of the season. Now, this was a great win. Great win on the road. I mean, at home. Great win against a team that was really kind of they were playing really well, man, since the changing in the coach. So I thought been playing really, really well. So this was a great win. It's a solid team, and I thought this was a good one. But a big one is coming up Monday. Big one is coming up Monday against Memphis. So I think that's big. John Morant's coming to town, man. So let's be ready. Let's be ready for that. But listen, guys, let me get up out of here because I got to make sure these technical things I got to get these all figured out, man. Make sure we don't have this issue Monday. But listen, I'll be back Monday. Please come through and check out the show. Once again, I appreciate everybody coming through and rock with me on my day ones. I truly, truly appreciate all you guys coming through. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, people, right? Also, too, for the first time coming through, you're watching this on replay, please subscribe to the channel. Also, too, please leave comments because I do respond to comments. But once again, I appreciate everybody coming through, rocking with me tonight. Big win for the boys, 143 to 120. I will be back Monday to go live after the Memphis game, so please come through and check that out. Knicks 100 GM, man, what's going on? All right, but listen, I'm LV Live, and that's my show, and I'm out of here, people. Peace.